back to my channel. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is gonna be my eyebrow routine, and this is the first eyebrow routine that I'm gonna be doing because I never really used to fill in my eyebrows. I never was into it. I never saw the point of doing it. The only time I would fill in my eyebrows was when I would get my makeup done professionally. But other than that, I would never do my eyebrows until recently when I decided, you know what, let me see how I would look with my eyebrows filled in and how I will like it. So I tried it out, and at first I didn't like it. I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna leave my eyebrows natural. I don't care, blah blah. But then I decided to try it out a few more times after that. And then I started liking it, and now I do my eyebrows like almost every day when I'm wearing makeup. Before I go more into the video, I just want to tell you guys what I do to my eyebrows prior to actually filling them in and things like that. So at least once a month I go ahead and I get my eyebrows done professionally by letting someone wax my eyebrows. And I just don't go to anywhere. I go to like a specific place, and I go to a specific lady, and she is the one that does my eyebrows, and I love the way that she leaves my eyebrows. Again, I only do that about once a month because you should go at least every 4 weeks to get your eyebrows done if you actually wax them. But in the meantime, I do get hairs that grow out of place and I don't want them to be there. So when that happens, I use my tweezers, and the tweezers that I use, I think it's from like Tweezer Man, but it's pretty old. I actually got this from my mom and it still works and I like it. And this is what I use to go ahead and tweeze my eyebrows in between those 4 weeks. I just go ahead and get the hairs that I'm able to pluck out. But other than that, that is all that I do prior to filling in my eyebrows or doing anything else to my eyebrows. So let's go ahead and get on to the video. So one of the first things I do to my eyebrows is pluck them. I pluck them every so often just to keep them a little bit clean until I go and get them done professionally by getting them waxed. So all I'm going to do right now is just kind of get the hairs that I don't like and that are kind of like out of place and make my eyebrows not as clean. A trick that I have for when you pluck your eyebrows so that they don't hurt as much when you pluck them is to kind of like hold your eyebrow back a little bit so that when you pluck it, it doesn't hurt as much. I'm not sure why, but it works for me. So just giving that tip for you guys. So when I've kind of cleaned up both sides of my eyebrows, I go ahead and just get the hairs that are in the middle. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. I realized I didn't have the lights on back there, so I just finished doing that. But after I'm done plucking my eyebrows a little bit, just getting the hairs I kind of don't want that are out of place, I go ahead and I brush them. What I used to brush it out is one of these brushes. It used to have like little things over here, but that kind of like fell out already. But basically I use this side to go ahead and brush them out. And it's really important to brush your eyebrows just because that promotes the hair to kind of grow. One of the tricks is that you kind of just want to go ahead and brush them. Brush them, brush them. You're gonna make your eyebrows look all crazy. And you just go ahead and brush them up. Then another thing that I do, which is what the lady that does my eyebrows told me, was to go ahead and brush it the opposite way that they grow, and that kind of removes things so that the hairs can grow. Then once I'm doing that, I just go ahead and brush them back to normal. And I go ahead and do that to the other side as well. So I go ahead and brush them up. Make my eyebrows look all crazy. and then I brush them the opposite way. It's very, very simple. So when I'm done brushing out my eyebrows, the next thing that I like to do is go ahead and start filling them in. I fill them in first with a powder, and I don't use a specific eyebrow powder just because those are pretty expensive. But what I use is an eyeshadow, and I use whatever eyeshadow I think is good that matches my eyebrow color a bit. And the one that I've been using is called Wedge, and it's from MAC, and I know MAC eyeshadows are pretty expensive, but right now this is the eyeshadow that I think is really good to fill in my eyebrows with. So what I use to fill in my eyebrows is this little brush, and it is from Too Faced. It came in the Natural Eyes palette, and I just use this side to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. So all I do is get the eyeshadow, and I go ahead and get my brush and put it on there. So what I like to do first is just start from the ends and then work my way up to the middle. And I kind of just flick it, not just like down, 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 down. Like I just do like little strokes. So when I start getting close to the beginning of my eyebrow, I don't like to fill that in too much or make that too dramatic. So what I do is whatever is left over from what I got in the previous is what I use to kind of fill in the beginning of my eyebrow, just so that it's not too harsh. And when I do this, I flick it up and I do little strokes just so that the hairs can look natural. You can already see the difference with my eyebrow. But the other thing that I like to do is go ahead and kind of line them at the top and in the bottom so that you can really see the shape. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start outlining it. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same to the bottom. And I also do this with a very light hand. I don't do it very harsh. I'm not very hard on my eyebrows. I just do it very, very light. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eyebrow. So again, I just start from the bottom and I work my way up into the beginning of my eyebrows. And again, I'm just doing this with a really, really light hand and also just making little strokes. I'm just gonna go ahead and line it. Sorry for the sun glare, that was kind of like making it hard to see, but I just fixed that. So once I'm done filling in my eyebrows, the next thing that I like to do is set it with a tinted brow gel. And the tinted brow gel that I like to use is the Maybelline Brow Drama Gel brow gel thing. And so far I have really been liking this product. And like, let's say one day I really don't want to do my eyebrows as dramatic or as much, or just that I just want to keep them simple but still like good. What I use is just this because it's already tinted and it gives a really nice like look to the eyebrows. So all I'm gonna do now is go ahead and take this and just go ahead and comb it through. And the wand is pretty cool. It just looks like this, and it has like a little ball at the tip, and also it's kind of slanted. But basically all I do is kind of like the same thing that I do when I fill in my eyebrows with the powder. I start from the bottom of my eyebrow all the way and I work my way up to the top to where my eyebrow starts. And what I like to do when I'm at the bottom here is I try not to let the ball tip of the brow thing to be touching the bottom, just because it might leave, you know, a few marks here on my eyebrow. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of put it like this and start working. And I kind of tilt my head back just so that it helps me have a better, precise application when I put this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start applying it to the rest of my eyebrows. And you can see the difference with this eyebrow and my other eyebrow. This one looks a little bit more bold than my other eyebrow. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing to my other eyebrow. And again, I just tilt my head back and start from the bottom of my eyebrow, and I try not to use the ball to touch the ends. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and work my way to the beginning. And once I'm done doing that, I like to again brush them out a little bit just so that they could look the way I would want them to, because I find that it looks better when I brush them out as opposed to when I don't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same brush that I used in the beginning to brush them out just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same to the other eyebrow. So once I'm done doing that, that is it, and I'm ready to go. Alrighty guys, so that is it for my eyebrow routine. It's very, very, very simple. I don't do anything crazy or wild or out of the ordinary, but I just figured maybe some of you guys would like to see how I do my eyebrows. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and remember to tell me down in the comments what video you guys would like me to do next. And also remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. And also don't forget to follow me on my social media sites. I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and they will all be linked down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!